Hey guys, David Bear on marketing, and we're going to continue with our series of Facebook ad tips. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about price theory, bidding theory on Facebook. There are a lot of very savvy internet marketers who use Facebook really effectively and have learned a lot from their testing and found really great strategies for minimizing the price per click. And so I want to show you some of the things that I have learned from those marketers over time. I've spent a lot of money on courses to learn this stuff and then implement it, and I find some things work better than others, and so I want to just dive in here. So we're going to jump over to create ads, and now, you're given a bunch of options of what you want the ad to accomplish, and for most of us, we're ultimately looking for people to come over to our website and interact with us there. And so, clicks to website is probably the intuitive choice here for you. I'm going to actually caution you against that, and here's why. Facebook wants you to stay on Facebook, right? So they're going to charge you more for taking somebody away from their platform. And so I typically will do one of two things. I will look to get page likes, and I'm going to show you what I mean, because ultimately I want to monetize this, and so just having somebody like my page doesn't really accomplish what I'm after. So I'll show you what it does. When I choose this, or I want to promote a specific post, and there's different ways that I can do this, but for this example, let's do page likes. Okay, I'm going to choose Bear on marketing, and let's see. I am going to upload a photo for this. Let's see. There's a cute one of me. And that'll be the ad. Now, just a quick thing about this, you may have noticed, and I'll cover this to a greater extent in another video at some point. I have an orange border around here, and one of the things that I've learned in time is that orange gets a lot more clicks than any other color. There was a test of 70,000 plus ads using lots of different colors, and the result overwhelmingly, at least in late 2013, early 2014, was that orange stood out against the blue in such a way that it really got a larger positive response to people who then clicked on it. So I'm using orange. You'll see a lot of red borders as well. But just taking a little bit of time to put a bold color that's going to stand out is going to help you tremendously. Now, I'm not really going to fool around too much with the content here. This is really not about content, but I do want to talk. So I'm not going to fill in, the headline and stuff just for the purposes of this training. I do want to talk about the options you're given here. So you're given placement options on the news feed, right? So that's the main part of Facebook that everybody's reading, right? You're also given the option for mobile news feeds, and then the option for right column. Now we're talking about minimizing pricing here, and so for the purpose of this, I'm going to stick with the right column. They seem to be the cheapest ad option that you're going to get. And so we're gonna just pursue those, and so what I've done here is I actually removed the desktop newsfeed and the mobile newsfeed, and so I only have the right column newsfeed here. Now this is the next section that we want to address: the audience. Now I talked about targeting in this video a little bit earlier, very briefly, and in another video. But I have targeted custom audiences, and we'll actually get to that in a different video. What I want to talk about here in the audience targeting is that the goal for most of us, okay, either we're a local business and we're hyper local, and so like I'm in Portland, Oregon, and I want to just cover Portland, Oregon, okay, or I want to just cover a specific zip code, let's say I'm a local business, that's an option that I have. Um, the challenge with that is that our pricing is not going to be as dramatically low, like the 2 to 5 cent per click. You'll probably be up in the 20s or to 40s range, but still a lot cheaper than the clicks you're going to be paying on Google. So let's say that we're not a local company, but we're an online-based company. We can do business in multiple countries. There's several different theories about how you want to minimize the cost per click, and what I have found works best for me in all of the tested theories that I have tried. I'm going after an English-speaking audience, and I'm going after a buying audience that has money. So the goal here is to find that, and I have listed these 5 countries as the ones that I'm going to be targeting. So Australia, Canada, New Zealand, United Kingdom, and the United States. Now, here's the trick. I discovered that by adding these additional countries, Italy, France, and Spain, I actually get my prices down a little bit lower. Let's say I want to find somebody who actually has money, so I'm gonna start at 25 years old. I know that there's some internet millionaires out there who are 19, but they don't need to be buying anything from me. So and then we have the choice of language, and I want to make sure that I include English. What that's going to do is all of the Italy, France, and Spain. That's gonna eliminate anybody who doesn't use Facebook in English. And so that's my targeting now. That brings a whopping 174 million people. And now we need to actually do some demographics. And I told you that we'll talk about custom audiences another time, but let's just say that for the purposes of this, I'm going to, let's say, small business. Okay, that's a much more reasonable 7 million, but let's say I want to target people who are interested in Kindle, Amazon Kindle. Let's see, that's 7 million. Wow, that's a lot of people. Let's say that I want to target people who are interested in fast food. Oh, fasting. Okay, that's better. 16 million. Wow, we're getting some crazy numbers for some of these things. Okay, well, so you can see that I have interest targeting options in mind. Ebook. Publishing. Self-publishing ebooks. Let's see what we get there. Okay, I get fewer than 1,000 people. So my goal here was actually to just reduce this to under 100,000 because I think that you find something far more targeted. And again, we'll get to that in the next video where we cover custom audiences. But I wanted to just reduce the crowd, and you can see that this this thing has moved over to specific, and that I'm going to have a really targeted audience. Now, where am I going to be sending this thing? Let's jump back up here to the text and link section, and I want to show you this pop down that's really almost hiding over here. It's the show advanced options. Now remember that we were going for page likes originally. In fact, I can target the page likes to any one of my particular pages or tabs that I have within my page. And so I am going to go over to this. Let's go to this page, the 7 Keys ebook. This is an ebook that I give away, and let me show you what that page is. Okay, so here it is. Somebody lands on this page. It's inside Facebook, but they're going to my Bear on Marketing ebook giveaway. I have a little video here that they can watch, and then simply they can go here and click yes, send me the guide. Now they're logged into Facebook, and so they just click on that. Because they click on this button, they go right into my autoresponder, and I send them the download link to the ebook, and they actually jump off of Facebook from this point to a landing page. In fact, I'll show that to you so you can see how that all works. they're leaving Facebook, and my landing page is going to load in a second. But this is all going to give a much lower price to Facebook. Let's mute that, so we don't want to hear that. But okay, so there you go. You can see me thanking them for this and then trying to sell them something. Of course, I use a service called 22 Social. I'll leave a link under this. It's amazingly cool, and what it does, unlike a typical capture page, is that I have linked this button to my GetResponse account, and so I can have somebody opt in simply by clicking the button, because Facebook knows their identity, and I don't need to worry about making sure that they type in a real accurate email. So that's really cool about this. Anyway, back over to, so I now have this jumping over there, and in fact, when somebody clicks this ad, they'll jump right to this page. There is no liking of my page required. There's no like gate, meaning that there's no, if you want to access this, you need to click the like button first kind of thing. And so it really is just a workaround to get them to the sales page, which is inside, or the capture page, excuse me, which is inside of Facebook. And because of that, Facebook ends up charging me a considerably low price per click on these things. I have been seeing things go for as little as 2 or 3 cents per per click, excuse me, and I'm getting really, really good results as from this. So I just, there are a couple of things I wanted to share. We don't really need to complete this because there's nothing that I want to be advertising at this moment except the specificity. Now, the other thing is I didn't mention 2 more important things. I stay under $5. What I have noticed is as soon as I jump up in price to $15 a day or $20 a day, the price per clicks also go up, and so I always stay under $5. In fact, I would probably, with such a small group, change this to $1 or $2 or $3 a day. I think it has to be at least $2 a day, but $3 a day, let's say. And then this is the other important thing. I'm not bidding for page likes, but I am bidding for clicks. Now, there's a lot of theory back and forth about whether you want this to automatically be optimized by Facebook. A lot of people have a theory that Facebook is going to maximize their profits and minimize yours. In fact, I have found that I'm getting lower prices when I allow this to be automatically optimized instead of manually setting a bid per click. And then that's it. I click the place order, which I'm not going to do now, and I am done. So that is just what I have found after the various techniques and tricks that I have learned is working best for me right now, and just wanted to share that with you. So this has been a 13+ minute video. I never go this long, so I hope that this has been engaging, and I hope you have found value in this. If you have, I'd certainly love to hear your comments, hear what you may be doing on your Facebook advertising, and appreciate you sharing this with anybody and everybody who can take advantage of it. And if you want to know more tips and tricks about effective marketing techniques online, I encourage you to click the link or the image, the invitation below or above or on the side of this video to get onto my email list, where I share golden nuggets like this on a regular basis, and I'm happy to do so in furthering your online marketing education. Hey, this has been David Bear on Marketing at just under 14 minutes. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a super day.